Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Think Rays. Today I am going to present the lessons that can be learned from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So let's dive into it without any delay, and please do subscribe this channel. Introduction. This book is a must-read for anyone who wants to gain a better understanding of personal finance and wealth building. The author, Robert Kiyosaki, shares his own experiences and insights on how to achieve financial independence. In this video, we will provide a summary of the book and discuss its key lessons. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to manage your finances and build wealth. The background story. Robert Kiyosaki was born in Hawaii and grew up with two dads, his real dad and his best friend's dad, who he called his rich dad. This unique upbringing gave him a perspective on money and wealth that would shape his life and career. Kiyosaki went on to become an entrepreneur, investor, and best-selling author. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad to share the lessons he learned from his rich dad about how to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. His book has since become a classic in personal finance and has inspired millions of people around the world to take control of their finances. The story. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book that tells the story of Robert Kiyosaki's two dads, his real father, who was highly educated but struggled financially, and his friend's father, who had little formal education but was incredibly wealthy. Through anecdotes and conversations with both men, Kiyosaki learns valuable lessons about money and investing, ultimately leading him to become a successful entrepreneur and investor himself. The lessons. One of the key lessons that can be learned from this book is the importance of financial education. Kiyosaki emphasizes that traditional education does not teach individuals how to manage money, and that financial literacy is crucial for achieving financial independence. He encourages readers to invest in their own financial education by reading books, attending seminars, and seeking out mentors. Another important lesson from the book is the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki explains that assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. He encourages readers to focus on acquiring assets, such as real estate or stocks, rather than accumulating liabilities like consumer debt. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of not working for money, but rather making money work for you. This means investing in assets that generate passive income, such as rental properties or stocks, instead of relying solely on a paycheck. Kiyosaki's message is clear. To become financially independent, you must shift your mindset from being an employee to being an investor. By doing so, you can create a stream of income that doesn't require you to actively work for it, giving you more time and freedom to pursue other passions and interests. Lesson 2. The importance of financial education. Financial education is crucial for achieving financial independence and success. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the author emphasizes the importance of understanding how money works, including concepts such as cash flow, assets, and liabilities. By learning about personal finance and investing, individuals can make informed decisions about their money and build wealth over time. Financial education also helps to reduce the fear and uncertainty that often comes with managing money, empowering individuals to take control of their financial future. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. This lesson is all about taking control of your own financial future. Instead of relying on others to provide for you, you need to take responsibility for your own success. This means starting a business or investing in assets that generate income. By doing so, you can create a steady stream of passive income that will help you achieve financial independence. The key takeaway from this lesson is that you need to be proactive and take control of your financial future. You can't rely on others to provide for you. Instead, you need to mind your own business and focus on building your own wealth. Lesson 4. The history of taxes and the power of corporations. Did you know that taxes were originally created to fund wars? In the early days of civilization, kings would tax their subjects to finance their military campaigns. Over time, taxes became a way for governments to raise revenue for other purposes as well. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki explains how corporations have used the tax system to their advantage. By taking advantage of tax breaks and loopholes, corporations can reduce their tax burden and increase their profits. This has given them tremendous power and influence in our society. Lesson 5. The rich invent money. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki explains that the rich don't just earn money, they invent it. They create new opportunities and find ways to make money work for them, rather than working for money. This lesson is all about thinking outside the box and being creative. It's about taking risks and exploring new ideas, even if they seem unconventional at first. By doing so, you can unlock new sources of wealth and build a more secure financial future for yourself and your family. Lesson 6. Work to learn, don't work for money. Lesson 6 from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is all about working to learn, not just working for money. This means that instead of focusing solely on earning a paycheck, we should focus on gaining knowledge and skills that will help us in the long run. By learning new things and developing our abilities, we can become more valuable to employers or even start our own businesses. This approach may not bring immediate financial rewards, but it can lead to greater success and fulfillment in the future. Lesson 7. Overcoming obstacles. Lesson 7. Overcoming obstacles is all about facing challenges head-on and using them as opportunities for growth. In the book, Kiyosaki emphasizes that obstacles are a natural part of life, and that it's how we respond to them that determines our success. He encourages readers to adopt a positive mindset and to view obstacles as a chance to learn and improve. One key takeaway from this lesson is that failure is not something to be feared, but rather embraced. Kiyosaki argues that failure is an essential part of the learning process, and that successful people are those who have failed many times and learned from their mistakes. By embracing failure and viewing it as an opportunity for growth, we can overcome even the toughest obstacles and achieve our goals. Criticism of the book. While Rich Dad, Poor Dad has been widely praised for its practical financial advice, some critics have questioned the validity of Robert Kiyosaki's personal anecdotes and his qualifications as a financial expert. However, it's important to note that the book's value lies not in Kiyosaki's credentials, but in the timeless lessons he shares about achieving financial independence and building wealth. Regardless of one's opinion of Kiyosaki himself, the principles outlined in Rich Dad, Poor Dad are applicable to anyone seeking to improve their financial situation. So that's it for now. I hope you gained some knowledge from this video. Please do subscribe our channel, The Think Raise. Like the video and press the bell icon. If you have any suggestion or query, then do comments below. Thank you. Thanks for watching.